quite a nice bridge. No, wrong way. It's time to Guggenheim. I was reading my Lonely Planet book that apparently the Guggenheim almost single-handedly brought on like the renovation of Bilbao. And it's quite an impressively looking modern building. And of course, if I can turn on the rotation of my camera. There we go. It's opposite building from like the 70s. Really, it's quite odd. It's nice. My Auntie Shirley and my Auntie Nick do have quite nice gardens. But they don't have one of those, do they? I think they need to step their games up. Jazzy. Well, that's Guggenheim done. €17. You might think it's a bit steep for what amounted to about 2 hours, but well worth it. Very much enjoyed Jenny Holz's work, mainly because it involved a lot of LEDs. Cool building as well. Well, just had my first local lunch of a hot crepe and some cold gelato, which is an odd mixture temperature-wise. What else were there? Went into a supermarket, bought some oranges and some Trina in child bottles, so that's what they had. Because I'm on my way to Bidazabal with some Basque culture, according to my Airbnb hosts. Because I've walked a bit around the town and it looks like every other Spanish town really, but apparently the beach area is quite pretty, so I'm going to go on a walk. It's baking hot sun. Right, so still on my way to Bidazabal, so I don't know if that's how it's pronounced. Third mode of transport I'm on now. First thing I bought a ticket for was an overground tram, which I thought was like just an overground bit of the underground station. Second thing I bought was a ticket on the National Railway service, the Renfe, which was also wrong, but luckily took me back to the house, where I think this is an underground station. Let's see if I can buy a ticket properly this time. Well, I've made it up to the cliff walk. The view's quite nice. I think I'm going to sit here a while and enjoy some of my oranges and Trina. So let's try some. I bought a 4-pack of oranges plus one, a special orange I'll save for a special occasion, and some Trina Zero. Orange. Really good orange. Although I am about halfway through it now, and I have remembered that as a child I used to be allergic to really big oranges. These things are the size of my fist, so a bit late now. Now some Trina Lemon. I love this stuff. Pretty tart, this stuff. So I'm continuing on this hike because there's about 3 or 4 different things Google Maps says to photograph, and I've noticed they've got all this gym equipment here like in Pool Park. You could not pay me enough money to use that in this heat. Well, after that marathon walk, I thought I'd enjoy a nice Desperado. I don't think this cafe has many tourists. They seemed very surprised at how terrible my Spanish was and then figured it out. Well, that was a very enjoyable hour. Sat in that cafe drinking one Desperado, and I'm already feeling it. I'm obviously not. I was actually drunk in the last 3 days. I'm quite strong. Well, for a beer. I'm missing my cider, so maybe that's good enough. Let's just take a zebra crossing. So yeah, I'm out here in Basque town on the outskirts of Bilbao, which my Airbnb host suggested I visit if I want to see some Basque living. So that's where I am. So I'm heading into main town now. So road trip update. Drove 5 hours to Santiago De Compostella today, where it proceeded to absolutely tip it down. The drive itself was really good actually. Driving through the north bit of Spain, through the mountains, was really good fun. On the motorway, I don't think there was a single straight. It was constantly curves and through tunnels and through mountains. It looked amazing, but once again the footage was a complete disaster from the car. Once I got there, I ended up going to where my Airbnb was booked for on the outskirts of Santiago. Turns out the person who I booked it with hasn't owned that property in 2 years, and the old woman there was very confused as to why I turned up asking about an Airbnb. After about a quarter of an hour of trying to explain in my incredibly limited Spanish what was going on, she figured out a phone number for the person, and we called her, and she said to wait until about 10 o'clock that night, which was about 8 hours at that point to wait, and then I could sleep on a couch or something, but that just sounded a bit dodgy, especially where she wanted us to meet, so I ended up having to contact Airbnb and cancel that. Luckily they've already given me a refund now, so yeah, and then wandered around Santiago de Compostela. I mean, I'm not a big church person anyway. The outside was lovely, the inside's a bit bare, apart from the one really, they put all the gold in one bit, where you queue up for about 20 minutes, you go in and you hug a great big god, bloke, or Jesus, or somebody religious. You hug him, and then you walk away, and I saw the remains of a pope today. Well, the diamond-encrusted box he was in, anyway. So yeah, and then ended up wandering around Santiago de Compostela, which is a perfectly nice town, just really touristy. Found some free Wi-Fi and ended up having to book another hotel, which is about an hour's drive away. luckily towards Portugal though, which is the direction I wanted to go to, for about 20 quid, which isn't bad for a room this size, and it's perfectly clean, and I've got a balcony and a sea view. So even though I was just absolutely shattered at 3 o'clock already after the drive and just wanted a shower, it's just gone 9 apparently. So I can't wait to get into the shower now. So whether or not I'll edit this video tonight or not, I don't know. Goodbye.